Hello, friends. We are very glad to see you all. Today we are going to have a very exciting adventure. Namely, we are going to escape from the Hello Kitty house.
Woohoo! Dobie is here too. I think today's adventure is going to be very interesting.
Yes, despite all the difficulties, we will easily escape as always.
Why did Hello Kitty become evil? I always thought she was very kind and sociable.
Dobie, I always thought the same, but it seems like something has changed today.
Oh, and here come the first serious challenges on our way.
There will be many such challenges on our path today, so we need to be extremely careful and focused.
Labrador, don't you think this doesn't really look like the cute Hello Kitty house?
I think so too. This looks more like a prison or something like that.
Wow, we've fallen into such a beautiful room. Everything here is so pink.
Look, Hello Kitty is over there. She's watching us.
Yikes, if someone was always watching me like that, I'd be really uncomfortable.
Look down, there's lava. I think our main goal is to avoid falling into it.
It's really hot here. At this rate, we might turn into French fries.
I definitely wouldn't want to become French fries.
I just noticed we're walking on such unstable boards. I hope they don't break.
Even though they don't look great, I think they're quite sturdy.
We've made it through that. Let's keep moving forward.
Wow, what a huge room. I think it must have taken a lot of time to build something like this.
Look, there are Hello Kitty toys scattered in the lava. I hope they're not alive.
Why would Hello Kitty build such traps in her own house? Does she really want to keep us here forever?
Even if that's the case, it won't stop us. We'll overcome everything without even blinking.
Where does Hello Kitty get so much lava in her house? Is she sourcing it straight from the center of the earth?
Labrador, you were so careless and touched the lava. Now we have to go through this section again from the start.
See, Dobie, we got through it very quickly this time.
These boards again. I still don't trust them. Why can't the challenges be less deadly?
Look, we need to climb into the ventilation. Just as long as a giant monster doesn't come out of there. Although this vent is too small for such a monster.
Well, there could be a small monster in there. How can you be sure?
Statistically, there are many more big monsters than small ones.
Wow, look, there's hot steam coming out of the ventilation. We must avoid it, or it will burn us badly.
I think we should turn all the red valves here, and then we can safely move forward.
Let's hurry up and get it done. I don't want to stay here too long.
We can't rush too much either, as it can make us lose focus and make mistakes.
We need to keep an optimal pace. I agree with you, Labrador, but it's tempting to get through it faster.
Sometimes things don't go as planned, so let's just go with what we can do.
Sure, we just need to turn one more valve, and then we can move forward.
I hope we don't encounter a giant monster coming out of the ventilation. Ha ha!
Look, there are arrows everywhere indicating the way to go. I wonder who drew them.
I think they were drawn by the first person who passed this obstacle course. They did it to help others avoid getting lost.
Next up are the vents again. I hope there are no monsters in them, big or small.
Got it. No more talk about monsters. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
Why build such huge ventilation systems? We've escaped from so many places, and everywhere has had these massive vents.
Later, with the ventilation talk, we've come out into a room that's all pink again. It's actually a bit cute.
It looks like we need to find the key to open the next door.
Oh, there it is. Let's grab it and open the door quickly.
Great. Now that we have the key, let's go ahead and open the door.
Look, there's a sign above the passage. I think it's a bad omen. Signs like that aren't usually just decorations.
I agree. And the door is taking so long to open. It looks like something might be hiding behind it.
This evil Hello Kitty is definitely up to something bad.
Wow, that's a huge mega obstacle course with lasers controlled by Hello Kitty.
It seems we weren't too lucky. We had a feeling that something shady was hiding behind that door.
No need to panic. Everything will be fine. We just need to dodge those lasers and stay extremely alert.
Yes, it seems like it's not too difficult to get through. With our extensive experience, we can handle anything.
Definitely. We shouldn't forget about our rich experience. Besides, we're sheriffs after all.
As sheriffs, we can handle anything, even a laser room controlled by Hello Kitty.
We just need to carefully jump over these lasers and everything will be fine.
Even though there are more lasers, we're still handling it easily. That's what mastery means. I think Hello Kitty didn't consider people like us. She built this for less prepared individuals.
Look, there's a door over there. It looks like it might be the way out of this room.
We did it, Hello Kitty. Let's move on.
Oh, we're back in a cute pink room. How could Hello Kitty come up with such a challenging test? She lives in such a cozy environment.
I think someone might have helped her with this. Like a villain, or something similar.
Wow, there's water beneath us, not lava. That's very unusual for Hello Kitty.
It looks like we could even take a shower here, but we can't stop for such a minor thing.
No stops, just forward.
What's behind this door? Wow, it looks like Hello Kitty herself is standing there. Does she want to stop us personally, or is she just here to watch us?
She looks very angry. I think we should avoid getting close to her, or things could end badly.
It seems like she's not trying to stop us. She's just watching us because she doesn't know where to channel her anger.
It does seem that way, but it's still uncomfortable. Let's move on quickly.
Wow, it looks like we're inside Hello Kitty's closet. But why is everything so huge? Does she wear clothes that big?
I think this might not be Hello Kitty's real closet. It's probably just a large replica designed to surprise us.
We're back in this room again. Hello Kitty is still standing there. Maybe she's fallen asleep while standing.
I think she's just lost in her thoughts. It's probably easier for her to stand than to lie down on the couch.
Dobie, be careful. We got hit by that moving laser.
Oh, it looks like we got hit again. We need to focus as much as possible to get through this.
It seems we just need to time it right when it's easiest to pass through.
Absolutely. That's how it works. Let's just wait for the right moment and pass through with ease.
Let's keep moving forward.
We're in a new place again. Wow, there are circular saws moving across the floor. We need to navigate around them very carefully.
It's a small room after all. I thought we'd have to jump over hundreds of chainsaws.
Chainsaws are rare. We're mostly facing lava everywhere. It seems Hello Kitty has an endless subscription to lava.
I wonder how much such a subscription might have cost her. It must be quite expensive.
It definitely wasn't cheap for her.
Oh, there's a ladder up here. It looks like we need to climb higher.
I hope we don't have to climb too high. I wouldn't want to tackle more than 1,000 steps. My legs would definitely be sore after that.
The key is not to fall down. Climbing this high a second time would be very difficult and time-consuming.
Is this ladder endless? We've already climbed so much, and it just keeps going higher and higher.
Oh, it looks like there's a door to a new room up ahead.
Wow, it looks like we're in a bathroom. Everything here is huge again, just like the replica in the closet. But we have no choice. We need to keep moving forward.
It turns out we shouldn't have touched that toothpaste. It seems it was coated in poison.
Do these arrows really lead us straight to the toilet?
It's a bit strange. We're not going to have to climb into the toilet, are we?
It looks like we're gonna have to climb right into the toilet.
Wow, we went down so quickly. That was thrilling.
It looks like we're in the sewer now. It smells awful. I really don't want to be here again. Let's get out of here quickly, Labrador.
At least there's no lava here, which is a relief. But it's still unpleasant. I hope we can get out of here soon.
We'd better not fall off this pipe. It's wobbling a lot.
Look ahead, another ventilation. Ventilation systems have helped us before, so it's worth climbing into it again.
It looks like it leads downward. Are we about to experience some roller coaster action?
No, it's too slow. I thought we'd slide down much faster.
Come on, let's speed up.
Oh, it looks like the exit from the ventilation. We have no other choice but to go through.
Oh, it looks like we've gone even deeper into the sewer. We should definitely avoid falling into the water. It's electrified.
We need to time it right to move forward.
And again, there are vents on the side. We're really lucky to have these. Without them, we wouldn't have escaped anywhere.
It looks like the vents aren't bending at all. That's quite unusual for us.
Oh, a ladder going up. The arrow points in that direction. I hope it's not as long as the last one.
Lasers ahead. We need to carefully navigate through them.
Where did these lasers come from? Does Hello Kitty really not want anyone escaping her trap?
She's crazy. I hope we don't have much left to go. I wouldn't want to stay here forever.
Wow, giant knives. They must be great for cutting meat. They look so sharp.
After all this time, we're finally outside. I haven't breathed fresh air in so long.
Finally, fresh air. I've been breathing that sewer air for so long, I thought I'd be stuck in there forever.
There's lava everywhere again, even outside. Hello Kitty sure uses a lot of lava. I wonder who delivers all this lava.
There must be someone delivering it. I'm more curious about what these things are coated with since they don't burn from all this lava.
I think it's some kind of secret solution that's not available to regular people. Hello Kitty probably bought it for a hefty sum.
Wow, that's a huge basketball court with giant basketballs. I love ball games and basketball is one of my favorites.
Imagine playing basketball with such a huge ball. You'd need giant hands and a gigantic hoop for that.
Look, there's Hello Kitty's house from the side. It's quite small. Maybe it magically expands inside.
Yes, it's likely designed in a more complex way than we might think.
Hooray! Victory! After so much time, we finally escaped from the house.
Stay tuned. More exciting adventures are coming up next. Hello everyone, friends. We've been waiting for this escape for a long time. Today, we're going to escape from Krusty Krab.
But during our escape, we have an essential mission to help Plankton steal the secret Krabby Patty formula. This is very intriguing to me, as we've all always been curious about what Plankton is after.
Wow, here we are, meeting one of the main characters. Oops, I wanted him to lift us up with his spatula.
I can't wait to see the other characters from my favorite cartoon.
I think he's busy, that's why he doesn't notice us.
Now we are gonna jump right on my favorite fries.
There's Plankton, I think we need to go to him.
Looks like we need to jump on these balls.
Yes, let's do it.
Look, someone spilled some sauce up ahead. It will get in our way a bit, but it's not a problem.
Of course, we'll just jump over it.
Looks like we'll have to climb higher next.
The higher the better. We'll have a good view from there.
I like climbing higher and looking around. You feel like some kind of bird.
Yes, you captured my feelings well.
Who could have forgotten these knives here?
I think they were forgotten here a long time ago.
We need to go down again. Let's jump down.
Let's do it right now.
Woohoo, that was awesome.
Let's talk to Plankton again.
He knows what we need.
We just need to jump on these burgers to move forward.
I think so too. We can use them to reach that door. The main thing is not to fall off these burgers.
Our jumps need to be bigger. Otherwise, how would we jump over these burgers?
That's true. We're jumping very high.
With these jumps, we'll reach the door very quickly.
We're almost there. Just a little more and we'll reach the door.
Wow, holy cow, it's a giant burger that wants to steal us away.
What? Where are we? Did we get eaten by a giant Krabby Patty burger?
Looks like it. We need to get out of here quickly.
I think we need to be more careful here. Otherwise, we'll melt in the stomach of the giant Krabby Patty burger.
I agree with you, Dobie. I wouldn't want to melt here either.
See that red pipe? Looks like we should go there.
All right, let's head over there.
Wow, that's grand. From the scraps the Krabby Patty burger ate, such a huge obstacle course was formed.
We just need to get through it. Then I think everything will become clear.
Look at that giant hot dog. I love hot dogs so much. I wish I could eat it.
I think we shouldn't touch that sauce. It's better to jump over it.
Most likely, it's not sauce but lava or something similar, just camouflaged.
We quickly got past that hot dog. Let's continue at this pace and move forward.
Let's do it. I'm all for it. Looking at all this food makes me want to eat more and more.
Look, there's bacon on a fork up ahead. The giant Krabby Patty burger ate everything in sight, even things that shouldn't be eaten.
Yeah, if it were like us, it would have had indigestion a long time ago.
Once we get out, I think we should tell him that, or he'll keep eating everything he sees.
Right now, the main thing is not to fall into the boiling oil. I don't want to become a French fry.
Everyone loves French fries, but no one wants to get fried like French fries themselves.
What are these balls? I think we need to climb onto them.
Let's climb up. There's no other way around.
I think the obstacles ahead will be even more thrilling and challenging. We need to stay focused to overcome them.
Everything here is so yellow. It's as if even the walls are made of cheese.
Cheese is great. I love cheese and Krabby Patties. It's so delicious.
Look, there's that red pipe again. I think we should go there again.
Looks like this pipe leads to new challenges again.
Wow, now there are green walls here. It looks like it's all made of some kind of salad.
I think to avoid getting lost, we should follow the yellow road.
Look at that juicy French fry standing here. I would gladly eat it right now.
I wouldn't refuse some French fries right now either.
That's a long ladder, but we'll have to climb it.
It's very long. Such ladders are rarely made without a reason. They probably want to hide something from us.
I think they're hiding another red pipe from us that leads to more obstacles.
Maybe, but I still don't understand why they made this ladder so long.
It's almost the end. Let's find out what's there.
You were right, Labrador. It's another red pipe.
Look, it seems we'll have to jump over kebabs.
Wow, there's also a slippery floor there. This will be harder than I thought.
Even though the floor is slippery, it's not as difficult as I thought.
Looks like the next challenge is a giant downhill slide, like a big icy slope.
You're right, Dobie. This is indeed a giant downhill slope.
Wow, what speed? We're flying so fast.
It's really very fast.
What was that? Where are we?
I think we're in Mr. Krabs' office.
Looks like it, but how do we get out of here?
I think we'll need to open the safe.
Let's do that then. There's no other way out anyway.
To open the safe, we'll need to solve a puzzle. I think we can handle it quickly, especially since I'm an expert at this.
Ah, so there's nothing complicated here. We just need to cut the wires in the right sequence.
All right, let's do it.
The main thing here is not to make a mistake in the sequence.
All done? The safe is open?
Oh no, we're getting sucked in. Hang on, Labrador.
Phew, are we really inside the safe now?
Wow, it looks like it. There's so much money here.
Hey, Dobie, I just remembered when you and I first ended up in Bikini Bottom. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. It's impossible to forget something like that.
It was something. Dobie and I, ordinary sheriffs, suddenly found ourselves in the heart of Bikini Bottom.
We were just patrolling our town, and then, bang, and found themselves in a world underwater.
And then SpongeBob himself appeared in front of us. He told us about the problems with the treacherous squid.
And we, of course, could not pass by. SpongeBob and his friends needed help.
We got down to business. We chased the squid through the Bikini Bottom jungle like real heroes.
In the end, we caught this squid and brought peace and tranquility back to Bikini Bottom.
Phew, looks like we made it out of the Krusty Krab.
Looks like now we'll have to search for the formula at SpongeBob's house.
Let's hurry and get there.
Looks like we'll have to cross an obstacle-filled road to get to his house.
Let's run through it as fast as we can.
This obstacle course looks a lot like our training grounds for sheriff's deputies.
Yes, it's very similar. Remember how long and hard we trained there before our first outing as sheriffs?
Of course, I remember. That was a great time. I really love that training ground.
And even earlier, we took our driving test there. That was a long time ago.
We did the best of everyone that time.
Oh, there's SpongeBob's house. We need to go inside.
Look, there's SpongeBob himself, selling unnecessary items.
Wow, we're inside SpongeBob's house. What should we do next?
I think we need to find the button that opens the closed door.
Yes, let's do that. Let's find this button.
First, we should check all the rooms where the door isn't locked.
Yes, let's go through this door on the side.
Oh, this is SpongeBob's kitchen. We should look around here.
Look, there's a button over there. We should probably press it.
Wow, another door just opened.
That's a secret passage. I think we should go in there.
Yes, let's go there. I think something more valuable awaits us.
Let's head towards the adventure quickly.
Let's do it.
Oh, look, this is SpongeBob's bedroom.
Be careful not to wake Gary. The formula might be in his shell.
Oh no, do we have to kill him?
I think we're almost there with the formula in our hands.
Yes, I can already see our future success.
Let's go ahead and climb into Gary's shell.
Oh, we're right inside Gary's shell. Let's do this quickly.
I'm eager to move on to new challenges too.
Let's slide down this hill. I think there's a way forward at the bottom.
Oh, I love these slides. They have such great speed.
That's a weak slide. I couldn't pick up much speed.
Yeah, it wasn't fast. But let's continue straight through this passage.
Oops, I got distracted by the cardboard boxes of food in Gary's stomach. How did he eat those?
He must have been very hungry.
The main thing is to jump carefully. We wouldn't want to be stuck here forever.
Everything will be fine. After all, you and I are top-class sheriffs.
Oh, look, Gary's slime. Just be careful not to fall into it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fall in there either. That slime is so slippery and gross.
What are these papers doing here? I think there's some important documents SpongeBob lost.
Oops, looks like it was a trick.
That's not fair. Why did the developer make them invisible?
Oh, what are these bones? Could this be Gary's spine?
It's kind of unsettling to realize that we're climbing over someone's bones.
I think he must have been ticklish just now. Oh no, just look at where we've ended up.
Ugh, not this. The worst thing that could have happened to us. All right, let's forget about it. I think the formula must be somewhere around here.
We need to be more careful ahead. The floor there is very slippery.
Phew, is this the exit? I hope I don't have nightmares about us falling into Gary's poop.
Oh, we made it out of Gary's shell. That wasn't easy.
Look, now Plankton is sitting and reading the formula right inside Gary's shell.
It seems like we've won. We found the formula after many trials and challenges.
Yes, it was an unforgettable adventure.
Stay here because we're moving on.
Greetings to everyone on our channel, friends. This is Sheriff Labrador back with you again, along with my trusty partner, Sheriff Dobie. Today we have something special for you. We are diving into the terrifyingly exciting Roblox mode called Escape Papa Pizza's Pizzeria.
Hello, everyone. Imagine this. You're trapped in an abandoned pizzeria where danger lurks around every corner. The main goal is to escape from this grim place, but be careful. A creepy chef, Papa Pizza, is hot on your heels, cooking his horrifying pizzas out of human parts. Yes, you heard that right. This will be a true test of agility and wits.
Dobie, tell everyone what they have to overcome.
Oh yes, guys, this will be a real challenge. You will need to solve puzzles, avoid traps, and run as fast as you can to avoid falling into the hands of this insane chef. But don't worry, Labrador and I will be there to help you every step of the way.
So, are you ready for this incredible adventure? Then make yourselves comfortable, brace your nerves, and let's see if we can escape Papa Pizza's Pizzeria together.
Oh no, Labrador, where's the light? I think Papa Pizza is chasing us. Hide, Labrador! We need to act quickly and precisely because Papa Pizza is right on our heels.
Oh, guys, he's right behind us. Do you see those scary eyes and that creepy apron? Papa Pizza is making his horrific pizzas, and he wants to add us to the menu. We need to find an exit immediately.
Exactly, Labrador. Listen carefully, guys. To save ourselves, we need to find a hole in the floor and jump into it. It's our only chance to escape this crazy chef. Let's move quickly. Time is running out.
Excellent. We did it, guys. We're safe. This time. But stay alert. There are always new challenges in this game. Thanks for being with us, and see you in the next adventure.
Whew, that was creepy, but we made it. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and let us know in the comments which modes you'd like to see next time.
We are now in, yes, the stinky sewers. Oh, what a terrible stench here. But we have no choice, guys, to get out of here. We need to climb up through the hatch. The problem is that waiting for us above is none other than the evil Papa Pizza.
Exactly, Labrador. The hatch leads straight into the bathroom, and Papa Pizza is already there, ready to grab us. But we have a plan. First, we need to find the hatch and carefully climb up, and then we'll try to outsmart him.
Do you see ahead? There should be a hatch. Be careful and watch every step to avoid traps. Dobie, do you think we can outsmart Papa Pizza?
Of course, Labrador. We need to be smarter and faster. Guys, as soon as we climb up through the hatch, be ready to react quickly. We need to immediately figure out how to bypass Papa Pizza and escape.
All right, Dobie, let's give it a try. There's the hatch. I see it. Is everyone ready? Let's climb up. Carefully. Quietly. That's it. We're almost there.
Oh no, he's here. Run, guys, faster. We need to find a way out of this bathroom and bypass Papa Pizza. Labrador, where to next?
We made it through that scary web. But how did Papa Pizza even become Papa Spider? Ouch! We stepped on a spike. We'll have to start over from the beginning.
We're currently navigating a trap with spikes, and we'll need to be very careful not to get caught in them.
Yes, Dobie, this is definitely not the place you want to get stuck. Watch your step, guys, and move away from these ominous spikes. We can do this together. Stick together.
After this trap, we'll face another challenge. We have to navigate a parkour across old pipes that could collapse at any moment. Be careful, guys, and help each other out.
Don't doubt it, we'll do this together. Hold hands and move forward. Nothing will stop us in this deadly race against time.
By the way, Labrador, do you remember that time when we tackled this mode as part of a 6-person sheriff squad?
Of course I remember. It was an exciting adventure. We fought against the clock, solved puzzles, and supported each other every step of the way. And remember what we promised to the one who would complete the level first?
Yes, we promised a prize and the trophy for the best sheriff. But you know, in the end, we all made it together and shared that victory.
Exactly, Dobie. It's important to remember that strength lies in unity. We can achieve great heights when we're together. So stick together, friends, and together we can overcome all obstacles.
We just escaped from the pizzeria with the terrifying chef. Phew, that wasn't easy. We're currently in a room with lasers, and we'll need to be very careful not to get caught by them.
Yes, Dobie, these lasers can be a real trap, but we'll manage, because we've already been through a lot. Let's move together and help each other out.
After this room, we'll face another challenge. We'll have to get into the freezer of this pizzeria and find a way out from there. But be careful, guys. There might be hidden dangers there.
Don't worry, we'll be together and help each other overcome any difficulties. Let's move forward and defeat this horror.
Also, Labrador, remember that time when we responded to a call from a school kid? He said the ice cream man was poisoning everyone through his ice cream and demanding huge amounts of money for the antidote.
Of course I remember. It was a real challenge for us, but thanks to our unity and teamwork, we were able to save everyone from this madness. It's important to remember that when we're together, we're strong.
Exactly, Labrador. Let's apply this principle in this game, too. Together, we'll overcome all obstacles. Be sure of it, guys.
By all means, we're ready for it. We received a call to the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. It was one of the most memorable cases in our sheriff career.
Yes, Labrador. That day was a real trial for us. The head security guard of the pizzeria called us, and his face was pale with horror. He said he saw on camera how Freddy Fazbear started moving, which was very strange, considering that he usually stands still.
Dobie and I immediately assembled our team and headed to the scene. Upon arrival, we were prepared for anything. Our task was to evacuate everyone from the pizzeria and keep an eye on Freddy Fazbear to prevent any danger.
When we entered the pizzeria, we felt a strange atmosphere. The air was filled with tension, and we knew something was wrong. We started evacuating the visitors and staff. reassuring them that it was just a precaution.
But when everyone was safe, our team began monitoring Freddy Fazbear. He started moving, leaving his usual place, which made us remain constantly vigilant. We watched him, ready to intervene at any moment.
Finally, Freddy Fazbear returned to his place, and we were able to relax. That day showed us how important it is to be prepared for any situation, even the most unexpected. Thanks to our team and actions in the critical moment, we were able to prevent anything.
Exactly, Dobby. It was a real challenge, but we made it. We had an amazing story that happened yesterday. Both I and my faithful partner, Sheriff Dobie, suddenly found ourselves drawn into an incredible adventure that began right at our home.
Yes, Labrador, yesterday was a real climax. Both of us, tired after a hard day's work, went to bed, unaware of what awaited us. But our peace was suddenly interrupted by a strange light and the hum of UFO engines outside the window.
We both woke up from this strange sound and looked out the window to see what was happening. And what did we see? Hovering above our houses was a huge UFO, like something out of alien movies.
It was scary and exciting at the same time. But before we could do anything, we were both taken on this UFO. Before us was an incredible sight. We found ourselves inside the alien spaceship.
And that's when our real adventure began. The aliens made us go through various trials and puzzles to escape from this ship. It was like we were in a real escape Papa Pizza's pizzeria mode, only with aliens instead of a pizzeria.
Labrador and I worked together to overcome all the trials the aliens threw at us. Thanks to our unity and ingenuity, we managed to find a way out of this cosmic labyrinth and return home.
And when we found ourselves back on Earth, we felt like true heroes. It was one of the most incredible days of our lives, which we'll never forget. You never know what might happen, friends, so be prepared for anything.
Yes, we've gone through all the trials Papa Pizza threw at us, and it seemed like we were close to freedom. All that was left was to climb to the top of this sewer and escape from this cursed building. But, oh no, just when we thought our mission was almost complete, another trial awaits us ahead. A scary forest where Papa Pizza awaits us, ready to catch us and turn us into his next pizza topping.
This truly sounds terrifying, Dobby, but we have no choice but to gather all our strength and act together. We've overcome many dangers, and this forest won't be an exception.
Absolutely, Labrador. We must remain resolute and not let fear overcome us. Forward, friends. Together, we can overcome any obstacles and reach the end of this adventure.
Yes, Dobby, you're right. Let's go, guys. Stick together, follow us, and be prepared for anything. We'll meet Papa Pizza and show him that sheriffs don't give up so easily.
All that's left is to climb onto these boxes, and yes, we managed to escape from the evil Papa Pizza. Labrador, how did you manage to get through this dark forest maze? I was really scared when I saw him coming after us. Did you hear? When we jumped over the fence, he cried. I even felt sorry for him. How will he cook pizzas now?
Do you feel sorry for him? Remember what he makes his pizzas from. I think now he realizes that pizza should be made from simple ingredients, not from humans. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hello, dear friends. Today, Dobby and I will be playing the scariest map in Roblox, Doors. We are in for a lot of mysterious challenges, and most importantly, we'll be accompanied by various jump scares and a creepy atmosphere throughout the journey. We hope you enjoy watching.
Yes, hello everyone. That's right, Sheriff Labrador. The fans have been asking us to play this map a lot. Thanks to all the likes and comments. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, we've already passed through 2 rooms.
Dobby, finally, we'll test your mettle. You always say you're not afraid of anything, but on all the maps we've played, you've always tucked your tail in fear. Ha ha ha!
Let's focus on the game, Labrador. I hope you didn't forget to put on a diaper yourself.
Look at how many people are with us. I think they, like us, decided to test their nerves. Dobby, how often do you play horror games alone? I get really scared when I'm by myself. It's always less scary with friends.
I don't really like playing alone either. It's definitely calmer with friends. Plus, you can always chat and share interesting stories with friends. It's strange. We're already at the 10th door and haven't encountered a single monster. Maybe the game glitched?
I don't think so, Dobby. These kinds of games love to wait for just the right amount of time, and then a really scary monster suddenly jumps out at you.
Ah, did you see the lights flicker? I think that's a sign that a monster is about to attack.
What? Where did we get teleported to? What should we do? We probably just need to keep moving forward and not look back. It's really scary.
Oh, I get it. We can't just keep moving forward. Let's be careful and watch out for any signs or clues.
Exactly, Dobie. When the turnaround sign appears on the screen, we need to make sure we don't miss it. I hope our whole team handles this monster, or it'll be even scarier alone. By the way, where is everyone? Maybe they got teleported to a nearby room? If that's the case, how does this monster track each player? Maybe there are several of them.
You mean several identical monsters? That's not a bad theory. Maybe we're being teleported to different worlds altogether.
Yes, we defeated the first monster. Looks like our whole team is okay too. Great job, Dobie. It seems there are 2 doors here and only 1 is correct. Do you remember the number of the previous door? It seems it was the 11th door. Oh, there's no 12th door here at all.
I definitely remember that the previous door was number 13. It seems the girl sacrificed herself for our team. Oh no, she's fine, but it must have been painful.
What's that blue light? Could it be another monster attacking us so quickly? I better just walk past as quickly as possible. It's not bothering me anyway. Looks like it was harmless.
We've already encountered 2 monsters. I wonder how many more there are. Please write in the comments. What do you think, Sheriff Labrador? How many doors will we pass today? Judging by our pace, we have a chance to reach the 100th door and beat the game. I really hope so.
I think we'll reach the 50th door. While you were talking, we met an absolutely identical monster with a blue glow. It seems to exist solely to psychologically scare us with its presence. Such jump scares only work on kids. But we've seen worse, haven't we? Perhaps the farther we go, the more frequently we'll encounter monsters. I wonder if it's possible for there to be 10 monsters in one room at once.
Let's keep going. I think we'll encounter a new monster soon. And here comes an attack. The lights are flickering again. Let's run into the closet.
Well, where is it? Was that attack fake and they just scared us? Listen to the sounds. Something cracked, probably the light bulbs.
It seems like we're about to suffocate. We should have practiced holding our breath. Ah, did you see that? Someone just ran by. It's a new monster.
We've already passed 20 rooms, though I don't see one of our team members. Hopefully he'll catch up if you're not dead. Here's a grill. Is this the end? Oh no, it seems we need to do something in the basement to open the gate of the grill. Maybe we need to find something like a button or a lever.
Yes, I think there will definitely be something useful here. Maybe even a flashlight. I think I see a lever behind the grill. Great. He did it.
Let's tell the guys a scary story with an unexpected ending about how you and I went on a spooky quest.
Oh no, just don't remind me of that. I just forgot.
Once I, Sheriff Labrador, along with my partner Dobie, decided to unwind a bit and accept an invitation to a new quest that had opened nearby our precinct. It was called the Labyrinth of Horrors, and we were assured it would be a fun experience. We arrived at the quest, and right at the entrance, we were greeted by an ominous atmosphere. Dim lighting, gloomy decorations, and eerie sounds. But we were confident. What could frighten 2 sheriffs who had been through so many trials?
As we entered the maze, I was full of determination to prove that we weren't easily frightened. The first rooms were amusing, strange sounds and flashes of light. But the further we went, the scarier it became. In one of the rooms, vicious creatures suddenly appeared. Labrador seemed unfazed, but I could feel my heart pounding more and more. It was especially terrifying to encounter a huge wolf that unexpectedly leaped out of the shadows. We kept going, and the tension was mounting. At one of the turns, we were confronted by a group of terrifying clowns. Their menacing grimaces and sinister laughter making me flinch. I tried to hold it together, but fear was starting to take over.
In one of the last rooms, just when we thought nothing could be scarier, a huge bear with glowing eyes suddenly leaped out from around the corner. Dobie flinched and I felt him wobble slightly. At that moment, I heard a faint sound and realized that Dobie was genuinely scared. I looked at him and saw a dark stain spreading on his pants, which amused me a lot, but I tried not to show it. We hurried towards the exit, where the quest operator greeted us with a wide smile on his face. We pretended like everything was under control, but I knew that this experience would stay with us for a long time.
Wow, I'd rather forget about it forever, like a bad dream. Why did you record it on video? Now everyone will find out about it. How am I supposed to walk down the street calmly now?
Don't worry, you don't get recognized on the street as often as I do. By the way, do you remember the number of the last door? It was 29, so we should go to the 30th. Hey, girl, this way for us. Open this door.
Oh no, she can't hear you. Write in the chat. But you don't have to write anymore. I hope she survived. Let's just open this door ourselves.
Wow, we found a lockpick. We definitely need to try it out.
My nose is itching. That's not a good sign.
Do you see that? There are scary eyes on the wall. Maybe it's a new monster, and you're not supposed to look at them? Although, we would have died long ago. Let's just keep going.
It suddenly got really dark. The perfect moment to scare us. Did you hear that? Ah!
Pooh, that was really scary. I hope you didn't wet yourself, because ahead of us awaits one of the bosses of this map. Seek.
Very funny. You screamed just as loudly as I did. Better prepare yourself mentally. We'll need to run and crawl through obstacles during the battle with the boss.
How do you know all this, Dobie?
To be honest, I've been preparing.
So you wouldn't be scared?
As you can see, it didn't help much.
Here it comes, it's starting. My paws are already sweating. Phew, let's go.
Run, run, run.
Don't worry, Dobie, we got this. The main thing is to stay alert.
I hope we won't get crushed by a wardrobe. Just don't look back or you might trip and fall.
Did you notice that during the boss battle, we also pass through doors because the room number increases?
That's true. It would be nice to make it all the way to the end of the game like this, because this boss is easier than the boss at the 50th door.
The main thing is not to get caught in the fire. Ouch, it seems like I just singed my tail.
Hooray, we did it. Look how we left him behind. He seemed quite slow. Let's tease him, ha ha ha.
Just be careful. The door might suddenly slam shut and we'll be left alone with him.
Looks like he slammed into the door at full speed, but serves him right. It seems like there are fewer and fewer of us, which doesn't make me happy, but it also shows that you and I are doing pretty well. Maybe we really will make it to the last door.
Meanwhile, we're almost to another boss. Figure. Oh, the lights are flickering again, but we already know what to do.
As far as I know, there are 2 types of monsters on this map that you need to hide from in the closet. The first one is Rush, and the second one is Ambush. The difference is that Ambush can fly by several times in a row, and you can't stay in the closet for too long.
Oh no, Dobie, this guy for some reason came out of the closet too early. I feel sorry for him. He probably blinked and thought the monster had already left. Sigh. Minus one more team member. Well, at least we got his lockpicks and lighter. Let's tell the guys an interesting story about how we saved the city from the cunning plan of a mad scientist to infect all electronic devices. This was the time when we, Sheriff Labradors and Dobie, decided to take a break from our usual work and head to the gaming club in the heart of the city. We couldn't afford to relax often, but sometimes we needed a bit of entertainment too. As soon as we entered the gaming club, we were surrounded by the sound of coins, flashing lights, and excited voices. We headed towards the arcade machines, and I noticed an old machine in the corner that always caught my attention.
We forgot about our work and got completely immersed in the world of arcade games. But suddenly, one of the machines malfunctioned. The screen started flickering and occasionally showed strange images that evoked horror and fear. People began to scream and panic.
We immediately realized that something was wrong. Dobie and I decided to check what was happening with this machine. When we approached it, I noticed a strange device connected to its back panel. It seemed to be some kind of signal transmission device.
While we were dealing with this, we received a call from the sheriff's office. It turned out that electronic devices throughout the city had started displaying similar symptoms. We realized that this was not a coincidence, but the cunning plan of some mad scientist.
We rushed to take action. Our top priority was to find this scientist and stop him before he caused even more damage to our city. We used all of our skills and resources to track down his whereabouts.
Thanks to our persistence and cooperation, we managed to find his hideout in an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. He was attempting to activate his device to cause even more chaos, but we thwarted him just in time.
We arrested him and prevented a catastrophe. This incident reminded us that even during leisure time, we must always be vigilant and ready to act when necessary. And although this experience was scary and tense, we were able to overcome it together, like true partners and friends.
Yes, it's wonderful to be a sheriff and have such a loyal and wonderful partner like you. Here we go, Sheriff Labrador. We've reached the next boss. We need to prepare ourselves mentally because it's going to be very challenging.
So, dear friends, this video is coming to an end. If you want to see the continuation of our game, please like and subscribe to the channel. Oh no, that giant monster is about to kidnap our math teacher. We need to quickly come up with a way to save him.
I think we can consider the lesson over and just go home.
Oh no, Dobie. We need to be careful. We're about to get chopped into patties and fried right away. Good afternoon, friends. As you may have seen, a monster attacked our teacher during our lesson. And our task today is to defeat it and save the teacher.
Additionally, we need to escape from this school before that furry giant kidnaps us too.
I hope we won't get fined for activating the fire alarm, because this is truly a dangerous situation.
And maybe this monster is afraid of water, so we've made ourselves safer. In any case, we'll do whatever it takes to save the teacher and make sure everything turns out okay without any casualties.
It feels like a hurricane passed through here. How did he manage to wreck the whole school in such a short time?
I think he wasn't alone. He wouldn't have had enough time to do all this by himself. Maybe he had helpers from his tribe of monsters.
I hope the students didn't keep any important things in those school lockers, because they got flooded.
Partly it's our fault, but we won't tell anyone. Oh look, there's an apple up there. Let's grab it.
I didn't notice any change. It didn't restore our health, so it's probably just for a snack later if we get hungry.
In that case, we always have an extra box of donuts in our patrol car.
Dobie, why did you share our secret with everyone?
Come on, Labrador. Everyone knows cops always have donuts in their car. Haven't you watched any movies?
Well, it's not that I haven't watched any movies, but I prefer outdoor activities, and you know that. We always go hiking together during our vacations.
A suspiciously empty long corridor. Something is definitely about to happen.
Oh, looks like you were right.
I hear something.
Oh my god, that was unexpected. Who would have thought he would break through the wall like that?
It's the same monster that kidnapped the teacher. Quickly, let's get her back in place.
I don't think he's gonna listen to us. Instead, he wants to eat us.
Let's run.
Look, there's a clue on the ground about his attack. We need to move aside in time. I hope he doesn't set a trap right now. It's very strange how easy it is to escape from him.
Perhaps it's designed to make us relax and think it's a very simple challenge, and then suddenly he speeds up, and we'll need quick reactions to dodge. So, let's stay on our toes.
Hooray! We're lucky the passage collapsed, and hopefully it will delay him for a long time.
Good thing he's very clumsy and slow because of his giant belly.
Poor guy, he didn't make it out with us and he got trapped. Look, it seems we've entered a new location, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Labrador, I agree. It has its own vibe, very reminiscent of a cafeteria. It's a shame it's completely wrecked. Hopefully we'll find something to eat here.
Listen, I just realized there's a lot of soup spilled on the floor. I thought the school had cracked open and we were seeing the ground.
Oh, just look at that poor student. He's probably afraid to try to escape from here. Then here's a new question. Why did the school prepare so much soup? Is it expecting 10,000 students to rush to the cafeteria at once?
Maybe they just prepared in advance for several days. Oh no, Dobie! We need to be careful. We're about to get chopped into patties and fried right away.
No need to worry. We swiftly passed by the knives.
Oops! It looks like we missed the timing of those opening drawers. No big deal though. We still have 5 hearts left.
This is an interesting parkour challenge. I think not everyone will be able to complete it.
Wow! They even came up with an interesting mechanic here. Just like in cinematic genre games. By the way, guys, if you want to see games other than Roblox on our channel, be sure to let us know in the comments. Dobie, what do you think is the best way to get through this maze? We have a few options.
I've always thought that following the left wall is a reliable strategy. If you keep your hand on the left side, you'll eventually find the exit.
Interesting thought. I usually prefer to memorize the turns. For example, if I make 3 right turns, then I need to make 3 left turns to get back to the starting point.
That's a good strategy too. How about using chalk? We can mark our path to avoid getting lost and backtracking.
Great idea. That will help us avoid going in circles. We just need to find some chalk. What about a map? Maybe we can find or create one.
If we can create a map, that would be perfect. We could also try to get to a high point to see the maze from above, but this maze is closed, so that's not an option.
Yes, height would give us an advantage. Or we could use mirrors to look around corners without actually turning them. That would help us avoid dead ends.
I agree. Mirrors would help save us some steps. Labrador, it seems like we have a few great plans. Let's try them out and see what works best.
Oh, excellent. Let's go, Dobie. We'll get out of this maze as winners.
Oh, there's a descent here. Up until now, they always led to spikes. So this must definitely be the end of the maze. Hooray! Labrador, another challenge completed by the best sheriffs in town. What awaits us this time?
I think this lava snake on floor foreshadows something related to lava. Maybe we'll have a mini game where the floor is lava?
Why, I guess when we'll see it all ourselves in a few seconds. But I like your idea.
Well, here we are. Let's take a look around.
Interesting place. Looks like a gym, but it's too big for a school. The question is, where did the lava come from? I don't think a monster mixed chemicals in the chemistry lab in school and sprayed it all over the gym.
It seems he prepared to attack this school, which increases the likelihood that he didn't act alone. I hope by the end of our adventure, we unravel these mysteries and prevent similar destructions.
Labrador, remember our gym classes in school? We were so lucky to have that big gym.
Of course, Dobie. Those were the days when we happily ran and jumped around that gym. And remember how big and high the gymnastics vault was?
Yeah, it was a real challenge for us. We jumped over it, trying to outdo each other. But you, Labrador, always nailed it with your jumps.
Oh, come on, Dobie. I just love the feeling of flying. Those gym classes and jumping over the vault inspired me to learn parkour. Remember when I started doing tricks on our old playground?
Oh, definitely. You did such amazing jumps and tricks that all our friends would gather to watch you. You were always the center of attention.
Those gym classes gave me so much energy and confidence. I felt so free and powerful when I performed those tricks.
And I still sometimes think about how we used to race each other around the gym, trying to beat records. Such wonderful times.
Yeah, Dobie, we experienced a lot in that gym. And perhaps that's where my passion for parkour began. Thanks for reminding me of those fun and exciting moments of our youth.
No problem, Labrador. Those memories will always be with us. And who knows, maybe one day we'll gather again in the gym for a couple of tricks.
That would be awesome. But for now, let's see what else interesting happens in our future adventures.
Great! We just finished one of the challenges. I suppose it's an advanced parkour. Here, you not only need to consider the strength of your jump, but also time it correctly when these columns are aligned properly.
Shoo, that was really tough. We almost fell but managed to grab onto the ledges with our paws.
All right, this is the last element of this location, as we've already explored every inch of the hangar thoroughly.
I have a bad feeling about this, as we haven't seen the monster for a long time now.
Yeah, forget it. He's buried in there.
Oh no! I can't believe my eyes he survived that avalanche. But to be fair, he did spend a lot of time in there.
But you have a good sixth sense. Your intuition didn't fail, and we really did meet him again.
Oh, wow, I didn't expect us to end up right under his feet so quickly. Okay, we need to figure out how to deal with him and dodge his attacks.
Look, it seems that before his powerful ground strike, there's a zone on the ground where it's best not to stand. We know about one attack. Let's see if there are any others.
All right, sometimes on our battlefield rocks appear, and you can click on them. Let's give it a try.
Oops! It looks like we hit him right in the eye with that rock, and it took away some of his health. Great! So that's how we can defeat him.
Let's push harder, Dobie. Finish him off. I'm sure we can do it. He's already down to less than half HP.
Yeah, just one more rock hit to the head, but the rock isn't respawning. So for now, we can only dodge his attacks. It's good that it's not causing us any difficulty. Hooray!
The fearsome hairy monster is defeated. Excellent job finishing him off. Another good deed added to the tally.
But wait, we haven't found the teacher and the monster's allies yet.
Oh no! The ground beneath us disappeared and we fell through. Good thing we fell into a pit and not into hell.
To some extent, Labrador, you could say we just went through hell, so falling into it was the last thing we needed.
As for the teacher, I'm sure we'll find her and bring her back to the classroom. Most likely, she'll be at the very end of our adventure. So let's keep going until the end, everyone.
What a beautiful place. Here, ancient people painted their cave drawings.
And in this fascinating cave, the crystals are glowing. If this were real life, I would take one with me. They would surely be worth a lot.
Since we started talking about beautiful caves, let's tell the kids an exciting story that happened to us while on the job. One morning, Labrador and I received an unusual call. Piglet, our old friend who often foraged for mushrooms, called us from the forest. He was lost and couldn't find his way back. We quickly gathered our things and set out to find him.
Dobie, do you remember how dense the forest was that day? We pushed through the thick underbrush trying to find any sign of Piglet. Suddenly, among the trees, I noticed a hidden entrance to a cave.
Yes, Labrador. At first, I thought it was just a shadow cast by the rocks. But when we got closer, it became clear that it was a real entrance. We decided it was worth investigating. What if Piglet had gone inside?
We cautiously entered and found ourselves in a true underground paradise. The cave walls were covered in glowing crystals that bathed everything in a soft bluish light. The air was fresh and cool.
As we ventured further, everything became even more beautiful. We saw an underground lake with crystal clear water, surrounded by unusual mushrooms glowing in different colors. It was like a fairy tale world.
Going deeper into the cave, we heard a rustling sound and soon came across a family of bats. They seemed happy to see us and showed no signs of aggression. It turned out they had been living there for many years and rarely saw new faces.
We met their leader, a wise old bat named Murray. He told us many fascinating things about the cave and its inhabitants. As a token of friendship, we gave them our spare phone for emergencies and left enough food to last several weeks.
The bats were very grateful. We stayed a little longer, talking with them and learning their stories. But we didn't forget our mission, to find Piglet. We bid our new friends farewell and continued on our way.
When we exited the cave, we heard a faint cry in the distance. It turned out Piglet was lost not far from the cave. We quickly found him and escorted him back to the road.
It was an unforgettable adventure. We not only saved Piglet, but also made new friends with the bats. Now, if they ever need help, they know they can count on us.
Guys, this is the end of the first part of our escape. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the second part, and we'll keep going.
Hey everyone, this is already the second part of our escape from the running heads.
Hey, hello again everyone. Be sure to watch the first part of our video, if you haven't seen it yet.
Now we're on stage 6. As you can see, we're in some kind of dark house.
It's very gloomy here. Good thing we have a flashlight with us.
We're sheriffs, so let's move further down this dark corridor.
Oh, look, a running head just appeared. I hope it didn't notice us.
It's very dumb and slow. We'll easily escape from it.
These heads are everywhere, but I don't think they pose a threat to us.
Yes, Dobie. We've been trained for much tougher situations in sheriff training.
Wow, what's a giant soccer ball doing here? Are they playing soccer here while no one's around?
Where do you think these heads came from?
I think they were brought here by aliens on UFOs.
Maybe they came here by themselves? It looks like they belong to some ancient species that we haven't seen yet.
They're very creepy, that's for sure. And those eyes, they seem to follow you wherever you wanted to go. Oh no, it was a trap. We should have anticipated that.
I agree. We need to think ahead. But that trap wasn't visible there. And those pink lips, why do they need this weird makeup? I got goosebumps on my skin. We'd better keep an eye on them. There may be problems if they start wandering around the city.
Look, we've moved on to a new stage. If we keep moving at this speed, we'll get out of here very soon.
Oh, did you notice how cool this stage is? It's like we're playing an old 2D game. I loved playing 2D games as a kid.
I enjoyed playing them too. I've completed a lot of games back in the day. For example, Super Mario.
Guys, you all remember who's the best parkourist in town, right? My skills will help us breeze through this stage quickly.
Actually, while I was helping you learn, my skills were also improving. So now we're about at the same level.
That's awesome, Dobie. Together, we can focus our strengths on one problem.
Let's pick up the pace here.
Wow, what's that giant two-headed monster?
Oh no, we fell into their trap again. We should have jumped over them from above.
No worries, Dobie. Let's just think more carefully from now on.
Safety is my middle name. You can count on me.
We need to be more careful here. They can easily reach us.
They won't catch us. After all, we're sheriffs who are very good at our job.
Oh, look, it's turned into a maze here. The main thing is not to get lost in it.
Of course, we won't get lost here.
I don't trust this arrow. Let's go the other way.
Oh no, it's another cleverly planned trap. We should have followed that arrow.
No, Dobie, there's a trap there too. I saw another passage here.
Then lead us to that passage. Hopefully now, everything will be safe.
See, I told you so.
Let's move faster and progress quickly. I'm getting tired of this 2D world already.
I think we're almost there, so let's push a little harder.
Oh, could this road lead to the exit? I hope there are no elaborate traps on it.
You're right, Dobie. I can already see the exit to the next level.
Oh yes, we're back in the 3D world, but now it's very cold here, and there are lots of these heads around.
Guys, write in the comments if it's snowing where you are this winter or not.
I really like winter. I enjoy playing snowball fights and building snowmen.
Playing snowball fights with you is always fun, Dobie. I hope we can play together again sometime.
Oh, look, this game is just like the one from Squid Game. I hope we don't fall into the abyss.
It's getting harder and harder to move through the snow. I think it would be better if it melted right now.
I agree with you, even though I love the snow. But a miracle won't happen.
Oh no, that head caught us again. I think we need to watch more carefully where we're going.
We have to overcome all these challenges through the hard and loose snow. So let's not get discouraged.
Adobe, I was thinking about something. Have you ever thought about the benefits that video games give us?
Of course, Labrador. I think there are many benefits to games. They not only entertain, but also develop skills. Take strategic games, for example. They help improve our logical thinking and planning skills.
That's right. And I've noticed that puzzle games help train the brain, improving our cognitive abilities and memory. And they also help train our reflexes.
I agree. Another thing I like is that many games promote social interactions. In online games, you can chat with friends or even make new acquaintances.
Exactly, especially in team games, where communication and coordination are important. This can help develop teamwork skills and leadership qualities.
Look, the exit to the next level is already here.
Wow, we've landed in space on some unknown planet.
I've never been to other planets before, and I didn't think I'd be so lucky this time.
This planet is so strange. It's all covered in some kind of jelly. I hope we don't fall into it.
I don't want to bathe in that jelly either. It's so gross, slimy, and slippery.
It seems to me that this planet wasn't originally like this. It looks too unnatural. I think those heads transformed the planet into a testing ground.
That's not a bad guess. Perhaps that's exactly what happened.
It's getting a bit warm here. I think it's because we're closer to the sun than on Earth.
Our next challenge looks very difficult, but I hope we can handle it.
Of course, we're super cool sheriffs after all.
Phew, that was close. We almost fell, and that head almost caught us.
Wow, we're really lucky, aren't we? Today, luck is on our side.
Luck is always good to have. If you believe in luck, it will always be with you.
Sure, since it's so hot here, let's remember the story of how we saved the city from the heat.
Of course, it's a very exciting story.
It was a scorching summer day, the kind that made you long for shade and a cool breeze. But instead of relief, we found ourselves facing a crisis that threatened our town like never before. Temperatures soared to unprecedented heights, and crops withered in the fields. People were collapsing from heat exhaustion, and our lakes were drying up. It was clear. Global warming had hit us hard and fast.
As sheriffs of our beloved town, Labrador and I knew we couldn't sit idly by. We had to act, and act quickly. Our first step was to rally the community, urging everyone to conserve water and electricity. But we knew we needed more than just conservation to save our town.
We dug deep into research, reaching out to scientists and experts who confirmed our worst fears. Unless drastic measures were taken, our town would become uninhabitable. But amid the despair, we found hope.
We devised a bold plan to combat the rising temperatures. With the help of engineers and volunteers, we planted thousands of trees around the town to create natural shade and absorb carbon dioxide. It was a monumental effort, but we couldn't afford to fail.
Simultaneously, we launched a campaign to install solar panels on every public building and encourage households to switch to renewable energy sources. The sun, once our foe, became our ally in generating clean power.
Oh, while we were telling our story, we managed to advance to the next level.
I didn't notice that either. Let's finish telling our story now.
It wasn't easy. There were setbacks and doubts along the way, but our community rallied together like never before. People volunteered their time and resources, businesses adapted their practices, and schools educated the next generation about the importance of sustainability.
Months passed, and slowly but surely, we began to see the effects of our efforts. Temperatures stabilized, and the greenery we planted started to flourish. Our lakes filled up again, and the air felt cleaner. We had fought back against global warming and won.
Looking back, it wasn't just about saving our town. It was about proving that when a community comes together with determination and a shared goal, anything is possible. Our town stands today as a beacon of resilience and hope in the face of climate change. And Labrador and I couldn't be prouder to have led our community through this challenging but ultimately triumphant chapter.
With this story, I didn't even notice that we were navigating through an obstacle course in the air.
Oh, I didn't notice that either. The main thing is not to fall down.
We can't just fall on our own. It's only if we get hit by traps set by those heads.
Yes, those traps can be surprisingly complex sometimes.
I think they spent years developing those traps. They've honed them so well on others that now we're facing quite a challenge.
Wow, we're jumping on clouds. They're so soft.
If only all beds were that soft.
Ah, why did you have to remind me about beds? I would gladly lie down on a comfy bed right now.
Oh, look, we're already approaching the next level.
Let's go quickly.
Oh, we're on a new level again, and now we're riding bicycles.
I love bicycles too. Even though they require physical effort, I enjoy the process.
We're really speeding up. I've never ridden a bicycle this fast before.
I've only ridden this fast on a motorcycle before, but now on a bicycle too. It's a very unique experience.
Here, we need to ride very carefully, or else those heads will crash into us.
Labrador, let's talk about something interesting.
I've been thinking about our town's transportation. Do you think it's time to upgrade our old school rideshare system?
Oh, hold on with such interesting topics. We got swept away by an air current. We need to be more careful.
All right, let's continue.
It could be a good idea, Labrador. Those classic rideshares have their charm, but maybe it's time for electric scooters or bikes. They're eco-friendly and great for short trips.
Electric scooters, huh? They're fast and convenient for zipping around town. Plus, they're popular with the younger crowd.
Exactly. And bikes are versatile too. They could help reduce traffic congestion and promote healthier living. What do you think about adding bike lanes?
Bike lanes could be a game changer, Dobie. It would make commuting safer and encourage more people to pedal to work or run errands.
Autonomous shuttles could be a hit, Labrador. They're safe and could provide convenient transportation for tourists and locals alike.
It's all about balancing tradition with progress, Dobie. Let's gather some community input and see what options they'd support.
Agreed, Labrador. Finding the right mix of modern and sustainable transportation options could really improve our town's mobility and appeal.
I think we can consider that we've escaped from those heads now.
I agree. Let's move on to the next place.
Hello, everybody. Sheriff Labrador and Dobie here.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. As you may have guessed, today we are escaping from Mr. Smiley's daycare. Let's get started.
It's hard not to notice all these neon arrows leading to the ventilation. By the way, didn't you find it strange that he was just standing there staring at us?
I think all these facts point to Mr. Smiley conducting experiments on us, or he's playing with us like we're lab rats.
You must be right, and he's just crazy. I think he'll be watching us through surveillance cameras throughout all the trials. Brr!
I agree, it's creepy, but we're sheriffs. We won't be scared by that.
Meanwhile, we're parkouring over pipes in the sewers. Did we fall into a manhole?
I don't remember that either. I think we entered through the ventilation, not a manhole. Everything in this daycare is so strange.
Well, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that I'm the best parkourist in our town, and we'll get through this challenge quickly.
Let's think about how we got here. We're not kids, after all.
It seems like there are two possibilities here. Either he's grabbing everyone and tossing them in a cell regardless of age, or he's a bit blind and didn't notice we're not kids.
It seems to me like he knew we were sheriffs and wanted to see if professionals could pass all his challenges.
That's also a great theory, but we still have to figure all of this out.
Oh, look, there's a big fan on the floor here. It blows so hard that we're being lifted up.
But we need to be careful and watch out for the laser to protect our heads.
Great job. We've reached the next obstacle. I see a grill ahead. It looks like we need to press these buttons to open it.
I hope we don't have to press them simultaneously.
Let's check it now. We just need to jump over this rotating platform.
We've been walking through this sewer for a long time. I have a question. Why is it so gigantic, and where does all this acidic water come from?
Great. There's just one button left. I don't understand why they made such a huge sewer, but I think the acid is what powers all these mechanisms and engines in these trials.
I remembered an interesting story about how we saved our city from an acid flood, but I'll tell it in a couple of minutes. So watch the video to the end, guys.
Great, the gates are open. Let's go.
Hold on, we need to pass one more rotating platform.
I know we can do it. This was a very simple challenge.
I'm still bothered by the fact that the sewer is connected to the ventilation. The whole daycare must smell awful.
It seems like it's depicted here that children love us and pull us towards the ground. What could this mean? And who leaves these drawings?
Wow, look, he's right in front of us. Why isn't he paying attention to us? I don't think he can't hear us.
I think he's deliberately ignoring us to attack when we least expect it.
Oh, you were right, but now we need to make a run for it.
He's very close. Ow! Oh no, what's happening? Where is he taking us?
If I'm honest, I didn't understand his intentions. Maybe he wanted to take us back to the cell but accidentally swallowed us.
It seems to me that those crawling kids distracted us. We need to check on this right now.
It looks like both Mr. Smiley and the kids are interested in us. They seem to be in it together. Perhaps he feeds them a special blend.
Great, it seems like we've confused him a bit and he's stuck. It's a good moment to make our escape.
It seems we need to jump into this hole. Goodbye, Mr. Smiley.
Hey, just don't crash on the way down.
Nice job, Dobie. We landed next to the ball pit. Let's keep going.
I already have an idea of what we need to do in this challenge. One pipe should be enough for us.
While we're going through this challenge, let's tell the guys the promised story.
With pleasure, I will tell this story. This day started off as usual, but soon we began receiving alarming reports from the townspeople. Water coming out of their taps was unusual, starting to acidify and even change color. Labrador and I were immediately dispatched to investigate this strange situation.
Arriving on scene, we inspected several homes and saw that the situation was indeed serious. Water flowing from the taps was not only acidic but also of various colors, from green to purple. This immediately put us on alert because such a thing couldn't be a coincidence.
We began our investigation and soon discovered that the problem stemmed from an error by one of the sewer workers who had mistakenly connected the pipes beneath the laboratory. Waste from the lab, containing acidic substances, had started to flow into the city's water systems.
We realized that if we didn't stop this flow of acid, the city could be in danger. We urgently called in specialists to help us regain control of the situation and prevent further contamination of the water.
Through our combined efforts with our team, we set up temporary barriers and started pumping out the contaminated water from the system. While engineers worked to fix the errors, we ensured the safety of residents and coordinated the evacuation of those in particularly hazardous areas.
Wow, look, while we were telling the story, we reached the boss battle. The sign said we need to knock Mr. Smiley down. But how do we do that?
Let's get this sorted out. I noticed there are small children on his platform. I'm sure they'll be in our way.
Let's observe what he's going to do.
I think it's better to run before he jumps on us.
Oh, let's retreat.
2. We need to be more careful, just like the sewer worker under the laboratory from our story.
I agree. He should have been more careful when he was fixing the pipes. But the main thing is that everything turned out fine, and this incident showed us how important it is to be vigilant and prepared to help, regardless of the job.
Oh no! Did you see how that kid sneakily grabbed our legs and wouldn't let go? Where does he get all that strength from? And he pulled us down too. But now we know we need to steer clear of those kids.
I got it. We need to lure him and wait until he starts attacking, then step aside at the right moment so he falls into the lava.
Ha ha ha! Why do these kids fly so amusingly into the stratosphere?
Why is he so close to the edge but not falling? Maybe we need to wait a bit longer or step back a bit later.
Try to step back as quickly as possible so he doesn't have time to react.
And also, we need to stand closer to the edge of this platform.
Oh no! One kid did manage to grab onto us after all. How did that happen? There were so few of them left here.
Yay! We dodged it. That's what you get, Mr. Smiley. I hope we don't encounter him again, and he won't hinder our escape from here.
Let's continue our escape. The main thing is not to fall now. That would be really frustrating, especially if we had to start the battle all over again.
Looks like we need to take the elevator. There are so many floors. It seems like this isn't a daycare, but an entire complex.
Wow! Just look at how enormous these rooms are. I can't believe all this was made by Mr. Smiley just to amuse himself by watching us go through these trials and fall into traps.
Oops. Yeah, this is all very strange and mystical. I wish the author had added some notes so we could better understand the plot. Damn. Here we go again with these rotating platforms, and there are 10 times more of them.
And I also see a bunch of swinging maces ahead. There must be 10 times more of them than in one of the previous trials. Why are we being tortured now if we defeated Mr. Smiley and there's no one left to watch us? Or maybe those little crawling kids are actually adult souls trapped in children's bodies. Brr.
And it's like the kids actually organized all of this, and Mr. Smiley was just a tool in their hands. That's truly creepy, Dobie, but I think we're overthinking it. This daycare couldn't have such a well-thought-out and captivating plot. We should save this idea and create a game like this. Guys, would you play a game created by Sheriff Labrador and Dobie?
Hey, that sounds like a great idea. Now we just need to learn how to create games. Speaking of games, since we're on the topic, let's tell the guys the story about how we saved our residents' computers from a massive virus outbreak.
Of course. Don't worry, there won't be any viruses in our game. It just happens to be a coincidence. This day seemed ordinary until we started receiving anxious calls from the town residents. Everyone was talking about strange updates on their computers that couldn't be postponed. Immediately after installing the updates, their screens were flooded with pop-ups, and some computers demanded ransom to unlock. Someone was so scared that they even threw their computer in the trash. Dobie and I realized this was serious and required immediate action.
Our first step was to determine the source of the problem. We found out that the operating system update came from one of the largest software companies. We went there to conduct our investigation.
At the company, we discovered that none of the employees were aware of what was happening. However, after carefully examining the security logs, we found out that a new employee had recently joined the company. This employee had been planning their sinister plan for years, writing the virus in advance and figuring out how to embed it into the update. He wrote it down on a flash drive and once he was hired, put his plan into action.
Realizing the need for swift action, we turned to the city's best programmers. Together, we started working on removing the virus and restoring the systems. We had to immerse ourselves in cybersecurity to understand how to combat this evil.
The process was complex and demanding. We had to develop special programs to remove the virus and recover data on infected computers. Programmers worked day and night, while we ensured coordination and support.
Thanks to our combined efforts and perseverance, we managed to create a program that eliminated the virus and restored the systems of the town's residents. We spread it through local media and social networks so everyone could download and install this fix.
Hooray! Dobie, we've escaped from that daycare. That means it's time for us to say goodbye. Thanks everyone for watching. Leave a like and be sure to tell us what else we should play. Hey everyone, it's Sheriff Labrador and Dobie here with you.
Yeah! Hi everyone, as you might have noticed, Joy is in the background. So today we need to escape from the Inside Out 2 prison.
By tradition, we enter the ventilation system in our cell. When will they upgrade the security system?
I think it's done intentionally to play with us while we go through the trials.
Interesting theory. So everything is deliberately planned to mock us. But they definitely don't know that we are professionals and will surely pass all the trials and defeat the final boss.
Labrador, it hasn't even been a minute, and we've already uncovered all the plans and secrets of this prison. It's not very exciting this way. I hope there's still something ahead that will surprise us.
Wow, here we are on the other side of the cell. I hope it's slower than us. What were you saying? Ah, of course, Dobie. You know what? Ahead of us lies a multitude of amazing puzzles that we'll need to solve. I believe we'll even uncover a couple more secrets of this prison, because not everything here is as simple as it seems.
Okay, I hope you're right, but we'll have to crawl through the ventilation shafts again. I hope they at least clean them from dust.
Okay, dust aside, you can find something even worse in there, like giant spiders. Brr.
I thought you weren't afraid of spiders. Anyway, we ended up in the men's restroom, so Joy definitely won't come in here unless she's hiding something from us.
It seems strange to me that there were no toilets in the entire restroom, but never mind. We've ended up in some underground shaft beneath the prison. There's even lava here.
It reminded me of when we played Minecraft together, and you almost fell into lava while searching for diamonds. Guys, if you want us to post a video of our adventures in Minecraft, be sure to like and comment about it.
Phew! It's tricky because you can't see where this lava waterfall will come from.
But despite that, we managed it. Great job! Well, the next challenge seems like it should be easier.
And I think just the opposite. Here, not only do you need to jump over the spikes, but also calculate the distance and stand on the edge.
But this challenge is a piece of cake for us too.
Oh no, there's a giant boulder, but for some reason it's not rolling towards us. Maybe it's stuck?
That's really strange because there doesn't seem to be anything blocking it. Oh well, let's move on.
By the way, I completely forgot to ask. Guys, have you already watched the second part of Inside Out? I personally really liked it.
I also really liked it. I'm even thinking of rewatching it sometime. Overall, I recommend you to watch it.
Oh no, this room is a trap with a dead end. I hope pressing the lever was saved.
What's Barry doing here? Is he locked in a cage too? You guessed it, the gates have opened. We just need to pass through without him noticing us.
Oops, he caught up with us. Maybe the items we have in our inventory can help us. For example, this cloak.
Wow, so it's an invisibility cloak. I think he can still see us a bit, but it's definitely throwing him off. Plus, this cloak increases our speed.
The cloak is cool, but in this challenge, it's not as useful anymore. Here, we need good reflexes.
The path is clear, we can go.
Whew, we dodged that skillfully. That was a trap from the developer.
Look, it seems we need to take this lift. It looks like it's straight out of the Stone Age. I don't think it's very safe, but we have no other choice. The main thing is to be ready for anything.
Oh, judging by the lightning bolt on this vending machine, I can guess what's about to happen.
Yes, we definitely know this drink. Get ready to jump.
Hey, Dobie, Let's talk a bit more about Inside Out 2. I was really impressed with how the director portrayed emotions as individual personalities inside a person's head.
Yes, Labrador, that's essentially the most important aspect of the film. I liked how each emotion was vividly expressed and how they interacted with each other.
It was especially interesting to see how the director showed that each emotion has its own goals and tasks, and how they influence our behavior.
Absolutely. Each of them represented a kind of separate character with their own traits and reactions. This added depth to the understanding of the main character's inner world.
And I like the idea that the emotions work as a team to help the person make decisions. They don't always agree, but ultimately each of them plays their part.
Yes, it's like a mirror of our own experience. We often feel different emotions, and it's important to understand them and find a balance between them.
Exactly, Dobie. Inside Out 2 was not only an entertaining film, but also provided a lot of food for thought about how we perceive and manage our emotions.
I agree 100%. That's why such films are so important. They help us better understand ourselves and the world around us.
Well, Dobie, next time we have the chance, let's watch something similar.
While we were discussing the movie, we made quite a bit of progress. I think the mini-boss will be coming up soon.
Oh, I was wondering what those strange sounds were. I thought I was hallucinating, but it turned out to be some small metal balls. They were probably supposed to hinder us, but somehow they passed by without hitting us.
In this challenge, we need to shut off 3 valves. By the way, did you notice that we're exactly above the place where we were a minute ago?
Oops, I got distracted and stepped on a mine. Of course I noticed. It reminds me of Tower of Hell. If you want to see this place on our channel, let us know in the comments. Dobie, remember at the very beginning we talked about spiders, and you were surprised I mentioned them? Well, I want to tell everyone the story of how we saved our town from an invasion of giant spiders.
I know what you're talking about. All right, let me start. It began like any other day. Labrador and I were patrolling the outskirts of town, enjoying the peace and quiet. But suddenly, I noticed something strange. Huge footprints leading into the forest. We decided to check it out.
When we followed the tracks, they led us to an abandoned building. Dobie, do you remember how we saw those massive webs and felt that something was off?
Yes, I immediately knew these weren't ordinary spiders. We carefully entered the building and discovered a giant spider's nest. And the worst part, it was full of its offspring, which were also enormous.
As we started investigating, it became clear that these weren't just giant spiders. They were exotic species meant for the zoo, but one had escaped along the way. In the wild, it stumbled upon some abandoned juice that somehow turned it into a giant.
Exactly. This spider found a secluded spot and began to grow to enormous sizes. But the worst part was that its offspring were also affected by this juice. They started growing huge and began spreading out, infesting homes and even attacking unsuspecting animals.
Hey, Dobie, while we were telling our story, we've reached the mini-boss, the boss of this prison. I can already see the weapon that will help us defeat him. The cloak is going to be very useful.
Let's go, Labrador. I think we'll handle him very quickly, especially since he looks so fat and clumsy.
Chew on this burger, take that.
His HP is going down quickly, what a shame. Hey, fatty.
Ouch, that hurt. It seems he's really quick on his little feet.
No worries, he couldn't even take us out in one go. The main thing is to keep a safe distance.
Just a little more, he's almost at 0. Oops, he threw something at us.
Hooray, he exploded.
He was very easy. I think it was meant to lower our guard, meaning the final boss is very close. So let's prepare to fight at any moment. But for now, we can continue our story. Where did we leave off? We knew we had to act fast. We called for backup and began devising a plan to capture and relocate these spiders. It took a lot of effort and time to track down and gather all the spiders. It wasn't easy, as they had spread all over the town.
We found the perfect place, a specially designated island where the spiders could live without posing a threat to the town. Together with our colleagues and zoo specialists, we managed to relocate all the giant spiders to this island.
It was a tough mission, but thanks to teamwork and determination, we managed to save the town from this menace. We knew we couldn't have done it alone. Teamwork and support were crucial.
Now the town is safe again, and we can be proud of overcoming such a challenging task. This story taught us a lot. It's important to be vigilant, act quickly, and always work together as a team.
Yes, and even though it wasn't easy, We're glad we could help our community and protect it from danger.
Labrador, I can see this challenge is significantly more difficult. I hope we can manage it on the first try.
I'm sure we'll succeed. After all, we've handled tougher challenges before.
Wow, we're so agile jumping over that beam. It's no wonder you've been into parkour since school.
Yeah, another challenge conquered for the record books.
And here's the final boss. Well, hello, Joy.
She's in a giant robotic suit with miniguns on her arms.
Great. They didn't forget to give us weapons. I think it's best to disable her weapons first, and then move on to destroying that suit.
We're doing really well. The first arm is almost detached.
Oops, she hit us a bit. We must be standing too close. We need to back up a few meters.
I can already feel the victory. By the way, did you notice that while we're shooting at her weapons, her main HP is also decreasing? That's working in our favor. Hooray!
Finally, we defeated her. That was the last and toughest challenge.
You can congratulate us with a like. Is it really not over yet? Maybe we need to drive away in that car.
Labrador, this adventure will stay with me for a long time. Thanks for being with me. You're a great partner.
Thank you so much, Dobie, for your kind words. But ahead of us, there are still more adventures because we're moving on to the next place. Hello again, dear friends. Right now, we are in a cage and there's an imposter here with us. Our goal today is to escape from here at any cost.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. This imposter has captured all the innocent Amoguses, and I hope they are all alive and can escape. Guys, have you played Among Us? If you want to see a video where we play it, be sure to let us know in the comments.
In the meantime, we crawled through the ventilation system into the secret air purification plant. By the way, Dobie, where do you think this prison is located?
I think this prison is located right on the spaceship where we do tasks in Among Us.
Strange. I didn't see it when I played. I think we're in a space prison. That imposter knocked us out and brought us to this station on a mini rocket. That raises the question, why did he leave that ship and come here with us?
Oh, look, there he is. It seems we're on the opposite side of our cage.
Let's quickly press the button and escape while he doesn't see us.
Oops, it looks like that was too loud and he noticed us. Run as fast as you can.
No need to worry too much. He's pretty slow.
It seems like he's lost interest in us altogether.
Maybe he remembered he forgot to turn off the iron. But I agree, it was very strange that he suddenly forgot about us and left.
The main thing is not to fall right into his hands.
Hey, Dobie, have you played Among Us recently? I had a few games last night, and it was incredibly fun.
Of course, Labrador. Among Us is awesome. I'm always thrilled when we have to figure out who the imposter is. It's so tense and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah, especially when you see someone pretending to do a task, but they're just waiting for the perfect moment to sabotage. There's a real sense of intrigue.
I agree. I also love that the game requires teamwork and the ability to read people. It's fascinating to watch everyone try to convince the others of their innocence.
Oh, remember that time I accidentally voted against you? We were on the verge of winning, and I thought you were the imposter. It turned out you were just focused on a task.
Yes, that was epic. You were so convincing that I even started doubting myself. But we still won later when the real imposter revealed themselves.
That was one of the best games. By the way, do you remember the time when we were both imposters? We deceived the entire team so skillfully that they didn't even know what happened.
How could I forget? Especially the moment when you distracted everyone at the reactor while I disabled the oxygen. We won in seconds. I think everyone was shocked by our coordination.
It was also funny when we both tried to sabotage the same thing at the same time. We laughed so hard that we almost gave ourselves away.
Exactly. It shows how important it is to be attentive and coordinate actions. Among Us really teaches teamwork and strategy.
Yes, and most importantly, it's fun. You never know what's going to happen next. We should definitely play together again sometime, maybe even get a big group of our friends.
I agree, Labrador. It's always a blast, especially when we can share the laughs and unexpected moments. It's a game that never gets old.
Definitely. So how about we play a few more games tonight?
Great idea. Let's gather a team and dive back into that world of intrigue and fun.
Oh, while we were discussing Among Us, we managed to overcome one of the tough challenges. We escaped from some little yellow Amogus with a knight's helmet and a mace. Does he really think that just because he lives in a cave, he should act like a caveman?
Since we started talking about caves, let's tell the kids an exciting story that happened to us while on the job. One morning, Labrador and I received an unusual call. Piglet, our old friend who often foraged for mushrooms, called us from the forest. He was lost and couldn't find his way back. We quickly gathered our things and set out to find him.
Dobie, do you remember how dense the forest was that day? We pushed through the thick underbrush, trying to find any sign of Piglet. Suddenly, among the trees, I noticed a hidden entrance to a cave.
Yes, Labrador. At first, I thought it was just a shadow cast by the rocks. But when we got closer, it became clear that it was a real entrance. We decided it was worth investigating. What if Piglet had gone inside?
We cautiously entered and found ourselves in a true underground paradise. The cave walls were covered in glowing crystals that bathed everything in a soft bluish light. The air was fresh and cool.
As we ventured further, everything became even more beautiful. We saw an underground lake with crystal clear water, surrounded by unusual mushrooms glowing in different colors. It was like a fairy tale world.
Going deeper into the cave, we heard a rustling sound and soon came across a family of bats. They seemed happy to see us and showed no signs of aggression. It turned out they had been living there for many years and rarely saw new faces.
We met their leader, a wise old bat named Murray. He told us many fascinating things about the cave and its inhabitants. As a token of friendship, we gave them our spare phone for emergencies and left enough food to last several weeks.
The bats were very grateful. We stayed a little longer, talking with them and learning their stories. But we didn't forget our mission, to find Piglet. We bid our new friends farewell and continued on our way.
When we exited the cave, we heard a faint cry in the distance. It turned out Piglet was lost not far from the cave. We quickly found him and escorted him back to the road.
It was an unforgettable adventure. We not only saved Piglet, but also made new friends with the bats. Now, if they ever need help, they know they can count on us.
Listen, Labrador, stories like these warm my heart. Let's tell another story. One sunny morning, Labrador and I received an urgent call from the mayor. The weather in our town had gone haywire. One moment it was scorching hot, and the next it was snowing. People were panicking and the crops were dying. The mayor feared this was more than just a freak weather pattern.
That's right, Dobie. When we arrived at the town hall, the mayor briefed us on the situation. He suspected that a team of rogue scientists might be behind this, seeking revenge on the government for perceived injustices. We knew we had to act fast before things got out of control.
We started our investigation by tracking the anomalies. Our first clue came from a local farmer who noticed that the weather seemed to be centered around an old, abandoned laboratory on the outskirts of town. It was a place where some disgraced scientists had worked before they disappeared a few years back.
Armed with this information, we headed to the laboratory. The closer we got, the more erratic the weather became. When we finally reached the entrance, it was clear that something was seriously wrong. We could hear the hum of machinery from inside, and the temperature fluctuated wildly.
Carefully, we made our way inside. The place was a mess of broken equipment and scattered papers. In the center of the lab, we found a large device emitting strange pulses of energy. It didn't take long to figure out that this machine was the source of the weather anomalies.
As we were examining the device, we were confronted by the rogue scientists. They revealed their plan to use the machine to create havoc and force the government to meet their demands. They were clearly unhinged and willing to go to any lengths to achieve their goals.
We knew we had to disable the machine and stop them. Labrador, using his quick thinking, distracted the scientists while I approached the device. It was heavily guarded with complex security, but with some teamwork, we managed to break through.
Once we got access to the machine, it was a race against time to shut it down. The scientists tried to stop us, but we were determined. Dobie found the control panel, and together we deciphered the controls and began the shutdown process.
Just as we were about to succeed, the lead scientist made one last attempt to stop us. He activated a fail-safe mechanism, intending to destroy the lab and us with it. But Labrador, always the quick thinker, managed to override the system at the last second.
With the machine finally deactivated, the weather began to stabilize. We apprehended the rogue scientists and brought them to justice. The town slowly returned to normal, and the mayor thanked us for saving the day.
It was a challenging mission, but we were proud to have protected our town from such a dire threat. It just goes to show that no matter the odds, teamwork and determination can overcome even the wildest of weather.
Oh my God, Dobie, we got carried away talking again. While we were telling heartwarming stories, we started a battle with the main boss of this prison, the Amogus Beast.
Let's finish him off quickly. He barely has any HP left.
Hooray, we did it, Dobie. Great job. I always knew you were the best partner.
Thanks, Labrador, you too. but the author could have made his death more dramatic.
Oh, I didn't even have time to blink before we got teleported. So friends, thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.
Goodbye.